Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 5.
Real.
A wise man will hear.
A what?
A wise man will hear.
A wise man will hear. Read on.
And will increase learning.
And will what?
And will increase learning.
So only a wise man will hear. Well, he said Jesus was like. He said we the Israelites.
I heard y'all out.
Yeah.
Anytime I see y'all out, I listen.
Are you seen this out before?
Not necessarily y'all. Anytime I see different people, Israelites, any like denomination.
Okay, okay. Yeah. Only a wise man will hear something and increase his learning. Read on.
Increase his learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsel.
And only a man of understanding will listen to wise counsel. So we're going to get back to these commandments.
Right? Book of Numbers, chapter 15, and verse 38.
Bring it out.
Speak unto the children of Israel.
Do what?
Speak unto the children of Israel.
No, black man.
Speak unto the children of Israel.
And do what, read?
And bid them that they make them, that they make mark them, and bid them that they mark them fringes in the borders of their garments. Speak unto the children of Israel and bid them that they make them fringes in the border of their garments.
Now the Israelites have to have fringes. Now what do you see that's in common with every brother up here? Make sure. Just examine what's something that we all have on. Right. Now these are actually fringes. Yeah, these are fringes. The Israelites, they're supposed to wear fringes. You know what?
In the border of their garments throughout their generations,
right?
And that they may put upon them the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
Hey, what?
Of borders a ribbon of blue.
Right.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord.
And do what?
And do them, and that ye
read that part again. And what?
That ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord.
So we supposed to look upon these and remember all the commandments of the Lord. Anytime we slacken or you might be out the spirit, these is a physical reminder to help you. Right. To help you remember the commandments of God. Now you eat seafood?
I eat shrimp.
Shrimp? Yeah, Leviticus 11:9. I don't think we went over that.
I eat fish too.
Fish, okay. Leviticus chapter 11.
This is the book of Leviticus chapter 11 and verse 9.
Yeah.
And the sons of Aaron.
Leviticus 11. Leviticus chapter 11.
These shall ye eat of all that are in the water, whatsoever has fins and scales in the waters, in the seas and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
It said what?
Them shall ye eat.
So the Israelites are commanded to only eat things that have fins and scales in the water. Exactly. Right? It has to have fins and scales. So no shrimp, crab, lobster. And like I said, these are all the genus that the so-called European man has put in our communities to keep us in sin. That's why it's no wonder, there's no reason why it's a Joe's Crab Shack right next down the block, or a seafood junction down the block. It's all the crafty counsel to keep us in sin. So next time you eat seafood, you want to make sure it got fins and scales. Well, fins and scales. So things that have fins and scales will be a fish.
Right.
So a fish will have fins on it and will have scales.
So he said, fish.
Right.
Not like shrimp.
Yeah, no shrimp. Because shrimp, it don't have fins and scales.
I'm taking this real serious.
Okay. And that's good. Give me Sirach 5 and 7. Give me Sirach chapter. This life and death. A lot of our people die because they don't want to do this.
It's the word.
Yeah, it's the word.
Sirach chapter 5 and number 7.
Read it out.
Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord.
What God say?
Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord.
And you gotta take this seriously. God said, don't tarry to keep my commandments. You know what?
And put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth.
Because what? Read that again.
And put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth.
It says what?
For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth.
Suddenly the wrath wrath is going to come forth from God. You know what?
And in thy security, thou shalt be destroyed.
Thou shalt what?
Thou shalt be destroyed.
Because if we cannot keep the commandments, the only way there is death. These commandments were set up so that you will live. Due to not keeping them, that's why our people die at a high rate. That's why Tyrone down the block at 60 years old just got shot. Straight bullet hit him. We don't know why. All because we didn't keep God's commandments. So those are just fundamental basic commandments. Now, give me which one? Oh yeah, give me Exodus chapter 28.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse number 8.
Read on.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
What God say?
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
That's another commandment to remember the Sabbath day. God is saying remember because it's going to be a time where man is not going to know what the Sabbath day is. So what is the Sabbath day if I ask you what day?
Oh, the Sabbath day. Saturday or Sunday.
Oh yeah, right. It will be Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah. Now the church says it's Sunday, but Sunday is the first day of the week when you look on your calendar. Exactly. Go on.
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work, but the 7th day is the Sabbath day.
But the what?
But the 7th day is the Sabbath day.
No, the first day.
But the 7th day is the Sabbath day
The 7th day is the Sabbath day. Read on.
of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates.
See that? So on the Sabbath day, nobody's working. But again, so-called white man, he wants you to work 7 days a week, 24/7. But God actually gave his people a day just to chill out, a day to rest, read the scriptures, get in tune with the Lord, pray.
Because he rested with 7 and 7 by creation, right?
Exactly.
So it's like, he has like.
Right. The Lord, after the Lord created the heavens and earth in 7 days, he rested on the 7th, and he stopped.
He started on Sunday, light, let there be light. After Sunday, light. On Saturday, full circle.
Right. Or right. And on the 7th day, like I said again, he ceased from his work, and that was an ordinance for the children of Israel forever. So that's why we have a day of rest. Now everybody else, they don't have a day of rest. But again, that's what makes us stand out. Because we're the children of the light.
Because like they said, that's not for everybody, it's for us.
Right. So that's just the Sabbath day. Now give me Nehemiah 10 and 31. Now there's some ordinances and things we can and can't do on the Sabbath. Give me Isaiah chapter 53. Give me Isaiah chapter 58 and 13.
It's the book of Nehemiah chapter 10 and verse 31.
Yo.
And if this people of the land bring ware or any victual on the Sabbath day,
On the what?
On the Sabbath day,
To what?
to sell, that we would not buy.
That what?
That we would not buy
Read.
of them on the Sabbath, or on the holy day, and that we would leave the 7th year and the extraction of every day.
See that? So on the Sabbath day, there's no buying, selling, or trading. Alright? So technically you would be in the Sabbath day right now. Yeah, save the Sabbath. Now the Sabbath ends when the sun goes down. So it's from Friday, Saturday, sundown to Saturday, sundown. That's the Sabbath. No work, buying, selling, cooking, cleaning. It's a preparation day before you want to get all your work done in 6 days. So the Sabbath day comes, boom, you can chill out, kick your feet back up, read some, you want to drink some wine, you do that.
So dope, because I'm thinking about how, okay, you got to correct me if I'm wrong. Jesus died on a Friday, he rose on a Sunday, right?
Christ died on, you didn't have like Friday, Saturday, those type of days back then. But Christ died on the Passover.
I think I read, I'm not sure if I read it out of straight of the Bible. There's somewhere I read it died on a Friday.
Right. Now in this Christianity, they tell you Christ died on a Friday, but he rose on a Sunday. Now Christ was in the earth 3 days and 3 what? 3 days and 3 nights. Now when you go from Friday to Sunday, is that 3 days and 3 nights?
That's what I had.
Yeah, that's not. So that's another lie that they say. Because Christ, he died on the so-called on the Passover. That would be the 14th day at eve. And from the 14th day, you do count 3 days and 3 nights. That would be the 7th. That would be the 17th day. And that's when he will rise. So, and you had the next day. Give me Mark chapter 15. Mark chapter 15.
Mark chapter 15.
Because Christ actually rose on the Sabbath day.
Verse 1. It's the book of Mark, chapter 15, and verse 1.
Right.
And straightway in the morning, the chief priest held a consultation with the elders and scribes and the whole council, and bound Jesus and carried him away and delivered him to Pilate.
See that? So they delivered him to Pilate. This is all during the Passover. All right, the feast or the first day of the feast of the bread. Now go to Mark 16.
The book of Mark, chapter 16, and verse 1. And when the Sabbath was passed,
and when the what?
And when the Sabbath was passed, Mary Magdalene and Mary, the mother of James, and Salome had bought sweet spices that they might come and anoint him.
See that? After the Sabbath was passed, Christ was already risen. That's why when Mary Magdalene came to his tomb, the angel said, why do you seek the living amongst the dead? Because he already rose. So, you know, like I said, it's a lot of things we got to take out that we've been lied to. Because when you actually read the Bible, it says totally different.
Yeah, you read the word, it's divine, man. It's
like real, like human heart.
I look at like even y'all, I look at y'all like, man, y'all got God, y'all for real, bro.
Already.
How long?
Year and a half.
Year and a half. You must study him every day.
Yeah, we commanded to study. So, especially if this is your history book, you gotta study your history. The more you don't know, that's the more you can be taken advantage of.
It's tricky. On the Bible.
We go to the Bible. We use history books as well. No, we don't do the book of Enoch. Josh, you got different books out here. You gotta be careful because some of them got missed. They say you got giants that he was on the earth that told us that building.
Right.
Messing with women that's 5'2".
Right.
So, you know, some don't add
So
up.
unless that's metaphorical, then that don't it's not sensible.
And those different books, they go against the Bible. Anytime something goes against the Bible, it's a problem. So, you know. And the book of Enoch, you know, everything, Enoch died before the flood. So,
Enoch didn't die. He was taken.
Right, Enoch didn't die. Right, so he was beamed up. Now Enoch was before the flood. After the flood came and destroyed everything. So how could there be a book of Enoch if everything was destroyed?
Right, because Enoch was Noah's great-grandfather, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it came from God took him because he walked him.
Right.
He pleased him.
Right.
And he took him. Like that right there.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is, brother.
And then Noah, and then he gave Noah the task of saving the people,
right.
His people, whatever.
Right. Yeah, that's what you call the chariot of God. What people call the UFOs now, they don't know what's going on. They just say it's we don't know what these aliens.
So what about Ezekiel's will?
Right, that's exactly what it is. That's what your modern day UFO would be.
Yeah.
But like I said, these Americans, they don't know what's going on. They think it's an alien invasion.
The aliens that they think are aliens will be angels.
Exactly.
That's right.
Exactly.
And they'll be able to look just like Gabriel walking among Daniel and interpret his vision. The same horns, the 10 horns, the same way Gabriel interpreted Daniel's vision.
Right.
Let them know what people actually see.
Right.
But you got to give a parallel of the book of Daniel and the book of Revelation. I'll be studying it. I'm not where y'all at with it, where I'm dedicated like to where y'all at, but I like, because I had so many different like studies that I like indulged in before, like metaphysics and alchemy and all of these other things that they like put in our face to like cast illusions on us and like that. When I got to this point, I'm like, oh, this what they getting it from. This how they trying to sauce up our faith.
Exactly.
And sell it to us.
Exactly. And it all goes back to the Bible. Yep. That's really all that where it stems from. So I mean, hey, only thing we doing now, only thing you gotta do now, brother, to start coming out here with us and waking up your people?
I will. I promise you, I will. I got the flyer.
The flyer.
Where y'all be at?
We be out here, man. Fridays, we be out here at 6 o'clock until whenever.
6 p.m.?
Yeah, 6 p.m. And Saturdays, we be out here from 3 p.m. We out here at 1 today because today the Pentecost at sundown. So usually we be out here at 3 p.m., but now we out here at 1.
I'm be out here every time in the audience.
All right, Lord willing.
Put my interpretations out there, asking questions.
Flyer.
I interact with y'all, man.
You got one.
I feel like that's my mission.
Yeah. And get built up on the commandments, because when you keep the commandments. Give me Psalm chapter 111 and 10. You got to reset. Give me Psalm chapter 111 and 10. Only way you're gonna build up your understanding is you start keeping the laws. Because that's why these Christians, they can't interpret the Bible. They're not keeping the commandments. Psalms 111 and 10.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 111 and verse 10.
Read out.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
What God say?
The
Fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
It's gonna buzz you out. So this is Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 12.
Get up, get up.
It said, and further, by these, my son, be admonished, means be warned. Be admonished of making many books. There is no end. Right? There's plenty different books out here. Right? And much study is a weariness of the flesh. It's gonna wear you out. You ain't gonna even believe the Bible.
Right, it's gonna be too much. You're gonna be cloudy.
Yeah, that's right.
But I definitely have, I've had my experience with the book of Enoch and stuff like that. Certain things that was removed, that they say was removed from the original text. At a certain point, I was like, I got the Bible enough.
Right. Right. And the Lord didn't give man, the Lord gave man chiefly, I believe, 83 books plus the Apocrypha for salvation. But you're going to have something called the hidden manna where the Lord is going to reveal in the second wilderness. And that's going to be the deep, dark secrets that we don't have because we don't know everything. We know majority of us in here, but we don't know about the 7 holy angels and the different things that go up in that. It's some stuff we don't know.
It's coming. We don't, like you say, we keep those commandments, we're limited to it. And that's the divine order. That's when I look at the synchronicity, like how they have synchronicity. Real synchronicity is us being in God's time.
Right.
Not our own time. Like you said, astrology is our own time.
Right.
Yeah, I believe that for sure.
Okay, all praises. Now, we have brought out some Fringes so you can get these on Amazon. Next time we see you out here, we want to see what some Fringes are.
Yeah.
Lord willing.
I see what I can do. I don't work, so I don't work, man.
All right. Or next time we see you out here, we'll have a brother give you a beer. On us.
I'll be out here, so if it's something that y'all can do, I'll take it for sure.
All praises.
Yeah, we'll try to get you. Just get in contact with the brother.
I got a flight.
Wow.
I'm gonna check y'all with y'all. I watch stuff on YouTube all day, so all I do is what I'm doing right now. But this is the best way to do it.
Yeah.
I know that. I acknowledge it. So go on your YouTube and get the geeking out.
All praises. Now, like I said, that's pretty much the foundation of the commandments. It's a plethora of other commandments. It's gonna go through time. You start to learn certain things. You smoke.
I do, yeah.
Weed or vape.
I used to only smoke. I started smoking and drinking at like 19, like smoking weed, drinking liquor. I just recently started smoking like tobacco. Black and mild, like probably like a year ago. I started stressing heavy, like my spiritual, like you know what I'm saying. My spiritual started to like. It started becoming stressful, bro. Man, I don't know. So I'm trying to drop it, but that take the business.
Yeah, dude. And black and miles, they say that's sin cigarettes. So, you really killing yourself.
Like 2 or 3 of them a day, bro.
Yeah. I mean, you're really killing yourself when you do that. And I believe they have tobacco or nicotine. Yeah. I'm not sure. That's a real addictive drug to get somebody hooked. Like again, this whole agenda is to keep you destroyed. Now,
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 3, and verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God?
What God said?
Know ye not that ye are the
Temple of God.
The Lord said, we are the temple of God, our bodies.
and that spirit of God dwelleth in you.
And the Spirit of God to dwell in you. The comforter. You know what?
If any man defile the temple of God,
And what?
if any man defile the temple of God,
And ways you can defile your temple is by dealing with prostitutes, smoking, tattoos, cocaine, PCP, heroin. These are ways you can defile your temple. You know what?
him shall God destroy.
It says what?
Him shall God destroy.
Say it again.
Him shall God destroy.
Hey, I don't want to be destroyed by the Lord.
Ah!
That's,
Man, me
that's-
either, bro.
Yeah, that's a horrible destruction.
That's why I look at it like, man, that's the devil got a grip on me in a way. Like, it's
Yeah.
the devil, by devil, I mean like American culture. You know what I'm saying? Got a grip on me, man.
Yep. Give me John 8:32. Read John chapter 8:32.
It's the book of John, chapter 8, and verse 32.
Read on.
And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free.
And what?
And the truth
Shall set you free.
And then what?
And
The truth shall set you free.
So that says you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Right? I believe it says that. Yeah, it says the truth shall make you free. Right? Meaning spiritually. You're going to be spiritually free from the chains that's on your mind. Because a lot of our people, we got strongholds. But that's our job to come out here and cast down these imaginations.
Yeah, that's why. And I look at it like, Jesus fasted 40 days, 40 nights, he through all of these he went through. I can't say it's too hard to give up the things like eating food, like eating meat and drinking and smoking. I can't make it excuse because my Lord didn't make it.
Right. Read 1 Peter chapter 4. Give me Matthew 1 Peter chapter 4. Yeah, Christ was an example.
Example.
So we supposed to follow in his footsteps and follow after him.
Yep.
1 Peter, chapter 4, and verse 4 and 1.
Read.
For as much then as Christ has suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourself likewise with the same mind.
What God say?
Arm yourself likewise with the same mind.
You gotta have the same mindset as Christ. Read on.
For he that has suffered in the flesh has ceased from sin.
Have what?
Has
Cease from sin.
So just like Christ ceased from sin in the flesh, we gotta arm ourselves with the same mindset. Now we know we're not the Son of God. We know we're not Yahweh. We gonna fall short. But give me Proverbs 24 and 17. Give me Proverbs 24.
Trying though, just trying as hard as trying to be like Christ is good enough for God because He know you can't do it, but you trying is like you know me, you understand it.
Proverbs chapter 24 and verse 17.
Read.
Rejoice not when thy enemy falleth. For a just man falleth 7 times.
It says what?
For a just man falleth 7 times.
The Lord said a just man falleth 7 times. What?
And riseth up again.
No, he can't. He stay down.
And rises up again.
No, he give up.
And
rises up again.
So you're gonna fall. But you have to get back up.
Ah.
If you don't get back up, that's it. You're gonna be destroyed. You have to get back up. And that 7 just means a completion. Alright? Now give me
7 means completion.
the Bible. 7 in some contexts it means completion because the Lord deals with numerology. Numbers mean
I
something.
love numerology.
Yeah.
I got there's so much stuff about this that I like. I wouldn't even want to bug y'all out trying to just put my numerology on y'all. Cause y'all be like, you going too far with it.
Yeah. But the numerology I'm talking about is you have something called spiritual numbers in the Bible. 7 means a number of completion. 8 means a number of infinite. 2 means things are going to come to pass. 5 means, of course, you have different numbers in the Bible that means different things.
What
3,
does 5 mean?
5. We're going to show you. Give me Matthew 25:1. 5 just means a portion or a whole amount.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 25, and verse 1.
Get out.
Then shall the kingdom be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamp and went forth to meet the bridegroom.
Right.
And 5 of them were wise.
And what?
And 5 of them were wise.
Read.
And 5 were foolish.
See that? So 5 were wise, 5 were foolish. And this is a parable. It's saying a portion of them was wise, a portion or a whole.
Yeah, like right hand, left hand. 5 wise things, 5 foolish things.
Yeah.
Left hand, right hand.
Right. So, you know, you got different numbers in there, etc.
Yeah.
What? You said what?
I'll think about like when I do numerology, like I utilize like certain words in the Bible, like the word Jesus in the Bible, and Jesus in the Bible. If you convert the letter to a number, you can add up to 74. So like in the Hebrew Bible, Selah, it says 74 times. Then you add up just to say like, you know what I'm saying, the name Lucifer is 74. And then 74 you add up the numerology from 11.
Right.
And so I look at those like as like synchronicities that he's showing us like these things are not necessarily man-made. These are things that are divinely to be interpreted divinely. So like the reason I like say his name Lucifer is because when he's naming the Bible the one time his name, he's speaking of himself. He's speaking of himself as this king that's like, oh, I'm going to be exalted.
Right.
And he's considered the morning star. And then at the end of Revelation, the last chapter, Jesus considers himself the bright morning star.
Right.
So it's like certain ways. It's just I look at it and I'm like, this is why I want to understand because I want to understand deeper. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and when you go into that, everything, like I said, we've been taught a lot of things of false ideology and false doctrine.
Yeah.
Lucifer just means, like you said, light bearer, morning star.
Exactly.
But in Isaiah 14, Lucifer is actually an actual man.
Yeah.
The king of Babylon. Read this. Isaiah 14 and 12.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 12.
No.
How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer,
Right?
son of the morning, son of the morning?
Read on.
How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nation?
What?
Which didst weaken the nations.
Now people in Christianity, they say, well, there was a war in heaven, and Lucifer, he was the beautifulest angel.
Right, and that never said in the Bible.
Yeah, it's not in there.
He's not even related to Satan or the devil in the Bible.
Right. And they say, you know, Satan, Mosai, he was just kind of shooting back and
Right.
he cast him. No, you really think he's the Mosai? You really
Exactly.
think stuff will be out of order like that? Absolutely not. We'll read on.
For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven.
I will what?
I will ascend into heaven.
People don't even understand that heaven is talking about is just the high rulership.
Exactly.
Because we was in heaven at one point in time.
Exactly.
We cast down into hell. Not that we went underground where the devil was poking you, but hell is a condition.
Exactly.
We in hell right now.
So he was a king who was speaking from what other people would consider a delusional state of mind, but he's actually was speaking in parables.
Right. It's all the similitude. That's why people can't understand this Bible.
Yeah.
Right on.
I will exalt my throne above the stars of God.
Right.
I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north.
Right on.
I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
Right on.
Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, Is this the man?
Is this the what?
Is this the man?
Is this the what?
Is this the man?
So Lucifer is an actual
Right.
man, the king of Babylon at this time.
Yeah.
So it's not talking about Lucifer, fallen angel,
Right.
etc. You know,
That's more like their interpretation of
Right.
it based on what they choose to believe and kind of like how they want to fantasize the word.
Exactly.
But I'm listening to him, like he's saying he's gonna be like the Most High, like in a lot of ways. I think about obviously y'all aware of the Archangel Michael.
Right.
Michael meaning like he was like God, he was like God.
Like God.
So he's saying like he's gonna be like the Most High, he's gonna be like God. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be heaven, he's gonna be a king.
Yeah.
And Michael was said to be the chief prince.
Right.
Who was like, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I correlate those things. I'm like, okay,
Yeah. And who also want to be like the Most High is the so-called white man.
Exactly.
Because he set up this image that he is God. I'm Christ. I'm this, I'm that. I'm the children of Israel.
Yeah, they develop secret societies and cults. They establish them off of one version of like Genesis 3:22. They take that and then they use that to create all of these ideas and ideology.
Right. So it's a lot of secrets in here.
Yeah.
Right. It's a lot of mysteries in here, but it's our job to come out and share these mysteries with the world. Now, you still got Matthew 1 and 21.
Matthew chapter 1, verse 21.
Bring it out.
Now we go back to the Hebrew, right, which is our ancient language. So, we say Jesus, Christ, God, etc. But the letter J wasn't invented until the 1600s. There's no vowels in the Hebrew at all. Go back to the ancient Paleo-Hebrew. Right. It's the language that we used to actually speak before it was taught English.
Right.
Latin, Greek, Assyrian. And Jesus' real name in the Hebrew is Yahushua. Right. Yahushua. And that just means the name of our Savior. He is salvation. Because that's what his name means. He's coming back to save his people. And you have the Most High, his father, which is Yahweh, which just means he is, because he is.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, he is. That's why he said Michael, who is like the Most High.
Yeah, exactly.
He is, I believe that's Michael in the Hebrew.
Yeah.
So you have Yahweh and Yahushua.
The book of Matthew chapter 1 and verse 21. Bring it out. It shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Yahushua.
Right.
For he shall save his people. For he shall save his people from their sins.
And that's
the name in the Bible?
No, it's just the translation. We
Okay,
just say
cool.
Yahushua.
Okay.
It's not in there. It says Jehovah. It's like it says Jesus right there. Right? But Jesus, they go back to people would say
I
Yeshua.
you saying basically like they translated that name into Jesus.
Yeah, exactly. Or you'll hear some people say Yahweh she or
Jehovah.
Yeah, Jehovah. But Jehovah just translated to Yahweh. It was Yahweh, it was translated in the English to Jehovah, etc. So forth and so on. But that name Jesus means he saves. Because Christ is coming back to redeem his people.
Right on the other side.
So you got a woman you seeing, or
I got a lady friend, but we ain't like on that level.
Okay.
I'm kind of distancing myself from that kind of. That's my biggest attraction in life. Right. So like, I gotta separate myself from that person, then trickle down to even my food.
Right. And that's majority for our men. But,
Black man. So.
Yeah. Give me Exodus chapter 22 and 16. Yeah, that's majority. But
Exodus.
you actually read about that, how to deal with that in the Bible. So every answer is in the scriptures. This is actually a commandment. Exodus 22 and 16.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 22 and verse 16. And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed,
Right.
and
Let's say if a man entices a maid, he finds interest in his woman, but she's not betrothed, meaning she don't belong to another man. You know what?
and lie with her,
And what?
and lie with her,
Read.
he shall surely endow her to be his wife.
So what?
He shall
Endow
surely
her to be his wife.
So when you lay down, according to the Bible, sex is actually marriage. A lot of people say,
That makes sense.
you know what? I wanna get married first, then I wanna have sexual intercourse. But when you read the Bible, sex is marriage. And as a result of that, if we actually kept this, it would be less wedlock children be born. Children wouldn't be born out of wedlock. It would be less one night stands. It would be less fornication. Because you will actually be held accountable for who you interact with.
Exactly.
That teaches you self-discipline and temperance.
And that's deep. That makes sense. That makes so much sense.
And that's why our people, we get with a woman, we don't know her. 2 weeks later, now she's pregnant. But you didn't want to be with her, you just wanted to, do your thing. Now you got to kill her.
Spiritually, how God sees, that's your woman.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Now you want to live with another woman, that's adultery.
Right. Now, another woman that's married. Now, God said with no man, give me Matthew 19 today. God said what the Lord has put together, let no man put asunder. And you actually, when you slay with a woman, you're making a covenant with her. That's why with certain women, let's say if she's a virgin and you're a first man, her soul is gonna cleave to you, right? You know, let's say you deal with another woman, she's gonna get mad, she's gonna be jealous. She might not deal with us. Why? Because her soul is already cleaved to you from the beginning.
This the book of Matthew, chapter.
How you create life.
Yeah.
This
You
the
have
book.
something called soul ties.
Yeah, I know.
You know?
This the book of Matthew, chapter 19 and verse 8.
Yo.
He said unto them, Moses, because of the hardness of your hearts, suffered you to put away your wives, but from the beginning it was not so.
Right.
And I say unto you, whosoever shall put away his wife, except it be for fornication, and shall marry another committed adultery.
Right.
And whosoever married her, which is put away, do it commit adultery.
And that's heavy in our community. Adultery, but we don't even know that we in adultery. Because America has made it cool so where you have something called boyfriend and girlfriend. Yeah, you can sleep
Everything
around.
around that's made for us and those what I would call demonic practices.
Yeah, that's right. Birthdays, holidays, etc. So, you know, when you lay down with a woman, that becomes your wife.
So like, I look at this like, this is me spewing out my own opinions. But I look at y'all as like, almost the equivalent, not necessarily equivalent, but like the angels, you know what I'm saying? Like that he talked about in Revelation, is like in regards to, you know what I'm saying, clearing out all of this, you know, confusion and bringing truth to light, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Giving people truth, you know what I mean? Because that's ultimately what Jesus' mission was in the first place, to give truth of God.
Right. Now we not angels up here.
And I ain't saying that, I'm saying like this is what the angels, it's like, you know, spiritual war, like what the war is, you know what I'm saying, to cast out the devil and his confusion, and to, you know what I'm saying, restore the truth. You know,
Right.
in the hearts and minds of people.
Okay. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, but we not. But we are. The Lord did call the children of Israel gods.
Yeah.
So we are considered God. You will be a God, but you wouldn't be the Most High God. But God just means power in Hebrew.
Yes,
You have power.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I look at it. Like, I think of gods I think of angels as gods.
Yeah, angels, they are gods.
So that's why I'm saying, like, Israel, like, they say Israelite, Israel, like, you know what I'm saying, Ra being, like, the sun, you know what I'm saying, El being, like, God, so sun God, so, like, we, the sun people, son of God, son of man, so, like,
Well, actually,
that's how I look at it.
the word Israelite just means prince of the power.
So
And
what?
Israel just means prince of the power,
Prince of the
Yahshua. Right. Because, give me Genesis 13:28. You know about Jacob?
Jacob, like, in the Bible?
Yeah, Jacob,
Not
yeah.
like, the story.
Okay. Well, Jacob wrestled an angel. I'm going to show you that. He wrestled an angel and he prevailed. Now, his name was Jacob. Yeah, he prevailed. Now, his name was Jacob, but it got changed to Israel. And Israel means prince of the power. Or Yasher Allah in Hebrew.
That's still kind of like, you know what I mean, like Prince being the son of a king.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Prince of the power being God, the power.
Prince of, right.
Like, it still coincides a little bit. It's just, this is my metaphysical, like, interpretation. It's like, in a lot of ways, like you say, like, it's all divine. So out of the way, like, we all got our own way of listening to it, looking at it. As long as we're getting it from the Bible, as long as we're getting it from the Word. But, yeah.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 32 and verse 28. And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel.
But what?
But Israel.
But what?
But Israel.
Jacob's name was changed to Israel. Read on.
For as a prince hast thou power with God.
It says what?
For
As a prince thou hast power with God.
Because Jacob, he wrestled an angel, he prevailed. Read on.
And with men hast prevailed.
See that? With men has thou prevailed. So that's where you get the term Israel from, Yasher Allah in Hebrew.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
All praise to Israel.
Verse 24. And Jacob was left left alone, and there wrestled a man with him until the breaking of the day.
I said that he wrestled a man with him. Now this man is called a man, but this is actually an angel. You know what?
So it's an angel in human form?
Exactly. You know what?
Verse 25. And when he saw that he prevailed not against him, he touched.
How y'all doing? Y'all look interested. Y'all got 2 minutes to learn something?
Verse 25. And when he saw that he prevailed not against him, he touched the hollow of his thigh.
Right.
And the hollow of Jacob's thigh was out of joint as he wrestled with him. And he said, let me go, for the day breaketh. And he said, I will not let thee go, except thou bless me.
See, that's what Jacob said, I'm not going to let you. Jacob kind of had him. All right?
And he said unto him, what is thy name? And he said, Jacob. And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel, for as a prince hast thou power with God.
That's when his name was changed. So you have certain angels that can manifest themselves in the form of a man. Real fast, give me Hebrews 13:1, and give me Tobit chapter 12 and verse 13. Now you have Raphael. You know about Raphael?
Yeah, I know about Raphael.
He's one of the 7 holy angels, but you only read about him in the book of Tobit, another book that they took out. They didn't want you to know. Now Raphael, he actually played the man. He actually played the role of a man, but he was an angel the whole time.
You said he was 13. That's when they say like be mindful of like strangers, because strangers could be an angel in disguise.
Exactly.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 13 and verse 1. Let brotherly love continue. Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unaware.
Read that again.
Let brotherly love continue. Be not forgetful to entertain strangers.
Right.
For thereby some have entertained angels unaware.
And it's sad that God got to put that in there. The Lord got to put, hey, if you don't let brother love continue, you might be talking to an angel. It's sad because we should already treat each other with respect. But the Lord got to put that in there to remind, man, hey, you might be talking to an angel.
Because the person, an angel, becomes a person, and you like just be kicking it with them, talking to them, and they are probably like trying to establish and understand it with them, and they are denied that identity. Like, you can't be no angel, you a man.
Right.
Read the Bible.
Yeah, or it might be a so-called poor man out here. Now, we're not saying every poor man is an angel.
I think about it like the homeless people, or people that come up and ask you for a favor or help, or we're trying to just tell you something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now, we're not saying every poor man is an angel, but you might have a poor man out here, and he just say, hey, can I do this? Can you help me on this? You got certain women, they say, boy, you dirty, get away from me. They don't even know they was talking to an angel. And
that was a direct test.
Right. And let's know the angel take that up to the 3rd heaven and they write that down.
They record everything.
They record it. So, that's why the Lord said, let brotherly love continue. Now, read this.
It's the book of Tobit, chapter 12 and verse 1.
Yep.
Then Tobit called,
Verse 13.
verse 13. And when thou didst not delay to rise up and leave thy dinner to go and cover the head of the flock, and cover the dead, thy good deed was not hid from me.
It says what?
Thy good deed was not hid from me.
Because Tobit was burying the dead when you read this book. He was burying the people with the dead, but he said that wasn't hid from me. I know about that. You know?
But I was with thee.
I was what?
But I was with thee.
He was with them the whole time. You know?
And now God hath sent me to heal thee and Sarah thy daughter-in-law, and I am Raphael, one of the 7 holy angels.
One of the what?
One of the 7 holy angels.
Read on.
Which present the prayers of the saints, and which go in and out before the glory of the Holy One.
Right, so you have Raphael, his specific job is to present the prayers of the saints up to the Lord. So when you pray at around chiefly 3 p.m. or the hour of prayer, you bind up that prayer and bring it up to the Most High. You know what?
It says, then they both, then they were both troubled and fell upon their faces, for they feared. But he said unto them, fear not.
See that? So they said, he said, hold on, you rap about yeah? They instantly got on their foot,
Right.
Because they didn't know he was an angel.
Yeah.
You know, until he manifested himself. You know?
For it shall go well with you.
He said, fear not, it's going to go well with you, you know?
Praise God, therefore, for not of any favor of mine, but by the will of our God, I came for praise him forever.
See that? And at one point in time, we could actually discern, okay, that's an angel. That's an angel. But man is on a low spiritual level now. He can't tell. I can't tell if this, well, not that man, but I can't tell if a brother on the street is an angel.
Not only that, even if they told you who they were, you would probably have doubt.
Exactly.
They have to establish proof,
Right.
human proof, physical proof. So we at a point in time now where we in this time now.
Yeah. At one, give me Genesis 19:1. At one point in time, like I said, we be able to, like, okay, that's an angel. Let me greet this man. Let me do that, because we was just on a high spiritual level. Moses, he fasted for 40 days, 3 nights. Man can't do that now. We could barely go 1 day without eating.
Then he was like a couple weeks into his fast.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
He actually acknowledge Gabriel, because everybody else around him couldn't even acknowledge. They thought he was something. They was like,
Yeah.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 19, and verse 1.
Really?
And there came 2 angels to Sodom at even, and Lot sat in the gate of Sodom, and Lot, seeing them, rose up to meet them, and he bowed himself with his face toward the ground.
He read what?
And he bowed himself with his face toward the ground.
So when Lot seen these angels, he automatically bowed down. He knew what it was. But like I said, man is not on that level due to sin increasing on the earth. So man is waxing older and older. We used to die. We used to live to be 969 years old. Then they got cut down to 120. Now we barely make it to 21. So, you know, hey, that's pretty much it. But you can feel free to ask any questions if you have it. Like I said, you pretty much got the basics down pat. So all praise to the Most High. Yeah, we're gonna continue to edify the sheep. Alright.
I live for this, man. I'm telling you, this is what I'm here for. So like, not only be an open ear, but also, you know what I'm saying, provide more context, even if it's, you know what I'm saying, that's everybody wants to have this back and forth. It's like, all right, man, you know what I'm saying? I can share how I see it, and based on, like how you said, like, if I'm speaking for myself, you can't believe that. If I'm speaking on something I read in the Bible, you know what I'm saying? That's the truth. That's the word.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, about to get out here?
Huh?
You out here?
Nah, we out here.
I'm out here.
Okay, all praise.
I don't talk to people, bro, because this is what I want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm going to listen. Anything I want to like chime in on, I can chime in. It's like, I hope I don't get annoying. You know what I'm saying? I'm around though.
Let me Sirach chapter 9 and 15. And that's what a wise man